Hello everyone, and welcome back to our Canada Immigration Pathways YouTube channel. Today, we're diving into a topic that resonates with many of us, the high cost of living in Canada. In this video, we'll explore the factors contributing to the expensive life in Canada and offer some practical strategies to navigate this challenge. So, let's jump right in. The cost of housing.
One of the most significant contributors to the high cost of living in Canada is the exorbitant cost of housing in cities like Vancouver, Toronto, and even Montreal. Housing prices have surged over the past decade, leaving many individuals and families struggling to afford a place to call home. A combination of factors, including limited housing supply, low interest rates, and foreign investment, has created a perfect storm that's driven up prices. Renting is no escape either, as rental costs have risen substantially, making it harder for individuals to find affordable options. When I moved to Canada at the end of 2021, one-bedroom apartments were around $1,500 to $2,000 in Vancouver. Rents are increasing around 3%. I am paying $1,900 now. Same apartment is now $1,700. It is so crazy. I will give you some strategies to avoid all these problems. Don't move to Vancouver or Toronto. I am just joking, or maybe not. Try to find best place for you to live. Maybe you won't have a chance to change your apartment, even if you think the prices are so high. It will not decrease. Find your lovely home. Pay a little bit more, but have a good time.
So, what can you do to tackle this challenge? First, consider co-living or shared housing arrangements. Splitting the rent and utility costs with roommates can significantly reduce your monthly expenses. Additionally, explore neighborhoods outside the city centers. You might find more reasonable housing options without sacrificing quality of life. Finally, if you're in a position to buy, researching upcoming neighborhoods or considering a fixer-upper could provide more affordable home ownership opportunities.
The cost of education and healthcare.
If you're an international student, you're probably aware that you'll be paying significantly more than Canadian citizens or permanent residents for your education. This is an aspect that many find challenging and, frankly, not entirely fair. However, it's the current reality. It's important to plan your budget around these higher fees and explore potential scholarships, grants, or part-time work opportunities to help ease the financial burden. When you arrive in Canada, you'll also need to consider healthcare costs. If you choose to study in British Columbia, you'll be required to enroll in the Medical Service Plan (MSP). This plan provides you with essential healthcare coverage during your stay in the province. However, there's a monthly fee associated with MSP, which is approximately $75 per month at the time of this recording. Now, here's an interesting tidbit for those of you bringing your spouse along. Your spouse will be entitled to free healthcare coverage under the MSP. It's definitely a plus for couples, but it's essential to ensure you apply for the MSP as soon as you arrive in British Columbia. The application process can take up to 3 months, so you'll need a private health plan to cover you during that waiting period.
Education and healthcare are two areas where Canada is often praised, but they can also contribute to the high cost of living. While healthcare is publicly funded, there are still expenses like prescription medications, dental care, and eyeglasses that aren't covered. For students, tuition fees for post-secondary education can be daunting, especially for international students who often pay higher rates. I will give you some strategies to navigate these costs. Explore options like private health insurance plans that cover the gaps in public health care. Look into generic versions of prescription medications, which can be more affordable. Scholarships, grants, and part-time work opportunities can also help offset education expenses.
The cost of everyday expenses, beyond housing, education, and healthcare. Everyday expenses in Canada can add up quickly. Groceries, transportation, and utilities are all necessary, but constrain your budget if not managed wisely. To tackle everyday expenses, create a budget that outlines your income and expenditures. This will help you identify areas where you can cut back. Consider cooking at home more often to save on dining out expenses. Utilize public transportation or carpool to reduce your commuting costs. And, when it comes to utilities, be mindful of your energy consumption to lower your bills.
Income sources and career strategies. Increasing your income is another way to offset the high cost of living. In Canada, the job market is diverse, but competition can be fierce, especially in urban centers. Enhance your employability by upgrading your skills. Through online courses or certifications, networking is crucial in Canadian job markets. Attending industry events and using online platforms like LinkedIn can help you connect with potential employers. Consider side gigs or freelance work to supplement your income. And if relocation is an option, explore job markets in less expensive regions of the country.
While the high cost of living in Canada is a challenge, it's essential not to overlook the importance of saving and investing for your future. Set up automatic transfers to a dedicated savings account to ensure consistent contributions. Look into registered retirement savings plans (RRSPs) and tax-free savings accounts (TFSA) letters to take advantage of tax incentives for saving. Diversify your investments to manage risk, and explore options like index funds or robo-advisors that offer lower fees. Navigating the high cost of living in Canada requires careful planning, creative strategies, and a willingness to adapt. Remember, you're not alone in facing this challenge, and with the right approach, you can make the most of your life in this beautiful country. By exploring housing alternatives, managing education and healthcare costs, being mindful of everyday expenses, and enhancing your income, you can build a fulfilling life while mitigating the financial strains. Thank you for joining us today, and we'll see you in the next video. Thank you, Joe.
Thank you, Jennifer. It is a pleasure to be with you. Please like the video and subscribe our Canada Immigration Pathways YouTube channel.